All right, you guys, welcome to I Am Grace channel, and I am at camp. All right, so I know that I just started posting videos on this channel, and you actually don't know me, and that's okay. We are gonna get to know each other. Are you ready? Cause I'm ready. Let's do this. Have my handy dandy little paper here because what you will learn so quickly. My mind just be racing all the time. So this paper is gonna keep me on track, right? Okay, so I am Antonisha and my last name is Campbell. This is why I call myself Aunt Camp, right? Okay, so things to know about me. I am 27 years old. My birthday is December the 21st. I am about to be 28. Why am I on the race to 30? Who knows? But I know 30s will be better than 20s. So that's all that matters to me, right? Right. So I am currently living and from Florida. I am a Miami baby. And I really want to move to Dallas, okay? I don't know what's in Dallas, but my whole next life is in Dallas, okay? I just want to go somewhere that I do not know and explore new territory. That's just me. I've always been like this introvert, and I've always been so wanting to be in the safe zone, not adventure out. And now I'm just I want to do everything that I was afraid to do back then. Now I want to go places, I want to move places. I just want to do a whole lot these days. So yeah, I just really, really, really want to move to Dallas. um What part? I don't know. I'm gonna see when I get there. Very adventurous, okay? That's what I like to do. All right, so currently I am a health enthusiast at the Vitamin Shop. Now, when I first started working there, I was not sure how this was gonna work because health is a struggle. Health is a struggle, okay? It is a struggle. I think the struggle part for me is eating smaller portions because believe it or not, I eat pretty healthy. I eat healthy things. I just eat a lot of it, and I usually want to eat it at night. Yes. I'm like a night eater. But I've been working on that. It's getting better, It's been getting better. If mommy don't cook good food. Yes, it'd be like that. But I wasn't sure about the whole Vitamin Shop thing because one, I don't exercise. Back then I didn't take vitamins, didn't care for vitamins. I'm just whatever. It's whatever. Okay, I just didn't care. But since I've worked there, since I have been working there, my health has actually turned around tremendously. I actually want to work out. I actually want to take vitamins. I really care about what happens to my body and what I put inside of it. And it actually made me want to stop the eating at nighttime and stop eating bigger portions. So working at the Vitamin Shop for me has been saving grace. It's been amazing, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you three things that really matter to me in this lifetime. They are my dreams, they are my goals. They overall are just what I want to be remembered for. One is my purpose. I want to serve my purpose. The very thing that God put me here for is the very thing I want to do with flying colors. When I get to heaven, all I want to hear is well done, good and faithful servant. That's what I want to hear. Above anything, above all these three things I'm going to tell you, that is number one. Number two is I want to build a family that is led by the Holy Spirit. Why? Because I didn't see it when I was growing up. That I never saw a functional family. So for me, that's one of my goals in life. I want to have that husband that I can communicate with, that I can build up and not tear down. I want to have these children that I can just push to be all that they can be and not allow them to settle for anything. I don't want fear to dictate my children's life the way it dictated mine when I was little. So, you know, I guess I just want to break these generational curses, all these cycles that just were no good. And I believe that I am the one for the job in my family. We can do that, right? And the last thing, you know, it's last, but it's so near and dear to me. This may sound crazy or you may not understand it, but I have a desire to make a home for the homeless. And I mean that with homeless people and people who actually feel homeless that live in houses. You can be physically homeless and you can also be emotionally homeless. And that's part of I Am Grace. It's a place where you can feel at home, where you can feel understood, loved, where you can get educated, where you can get nourished. Everything that you're supposed to receive at home is what this YouTube channel is going to be about. We're not just going to talk about spiritual things. We're also going to talk about mental things. We're going to talk about how we can develop our minds, our thought process, our mindsets. They're very strong and they really do lead us. We're also going to talk about home care, health, all types of things. Everything that you would need to know and the things that you would go through on a daily basis is what we're going to do here, what we're going to talk about. And feel free to leave comments. Let me know what you want to see, what you think about. And I'm all here for it. There's no limits. There's no limits, just none at all, right? So my current project that I'm very excited about is I'm getting certified for life coaching. I think it is an amazing thing. At first I wasn't so sure about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't so sure about it because at one point I wasn't like this, you know? I didn't believe in myself. I believed in others before I believed in myself. So the fact that, you know, this whole mindset thing and changing, it's just like the same thing that I experienced and the breakthroughs that I went through, I want to pass on to someone else. I don't just want to sit on these things that I've learned, but I want to pass them on to someone else because the goal is for everyone to live free, to be free from lack, be free from depression, to be free from stagnation, just to be free. And I've found that. I've experienced that. I've walked through my deliverance. And that's the very thing that I want to pass on to someone. And y'all, I do want to be a Christian counselor. School, books, reading for hours. You know, Jesus is still working on me with that. So yeah, life coaching. It works, okay? It works, okay? Now, what else did I want to give away in this video? So, I want to tell you about things that I do daily. Every day I'm working on and perfecting these things. Things like budgeting. Okay, so let me tell you about this little budgeting thing. I've had 2 jobs in my life. Popeyes and the current one I'm working at. When I was working at Popeyes, your girl did not budget. She did not know how to budget. Your girl was paying Victoria's Secret bills every paycheck, okay? Every paycheck. Like, yeah, I pay for things I need to pay for, but I blew my work money on smell goods and stuff and underwear all day long, okay? It was just not it. It was not it. And then when I ended up leaving the job, I had nothing to fall back on. Why? Because I was blowing money. I wasn't budgeting. I wasn't thinking about the future. So this time around, I write down my budget. I write down the goals. You know, I basically tell money where it needs to go and I make sure it gets there. And sometimes it's a struggle. Sometimes it's a hit and miss. And then other times it's right on point. I'm really learning how to sacrifice. And sacrifice doesn't feel good when it comes to budgeting, but it's so worth it. Listen to me when I tell you, it is so worth it. Extremely worth it. So budgeting is something that I want to become even more passionate about. So I work at it. I make sure I get my budget down. I'm gonna do a video on how I budget, just in case you guys want a few little of my pointers. I got you. I'm not stingy at all. I got you. Wellness, as I told y'all, when I started working at Vitamin Shop, I was not the most healthiest person, okay? You know, I looked like I was healthy. I looked like I didn't miss a meal, okay? Because I didn't. But honestly, like I said, I'm learning how to eat smaller portions, but eat frequently. The power of water. Oh, you know, I be like on it, and then sometimes I be knocked off of it, and then getting back on my water journey be like, whew, hard. But if you don't give up, you will get there, and that is what I go for, right? Also, the very thing that got me through my whole life is my journey with God. I can say now that it has gotten extremely more stronger, and honestly, he's become that person I run to. Because before you understand that God wants the very best for you, and that he just wants you, he wants to commune with you. Before you understand that and walk in that, every time you mess up, you run from God and you think God could never love me, God could never see me, God would never want to be in the same space with me. But in actuality, every time I fell, his arms was always open. I just was the one that kept running away. So now that we've gotten to this place where I don't run from him, but run to him, I can say deliverance came easy. Renewing my mind came easy. These things that were so difficult and seem so far away, I'm now walking in it. It's now in my hand. You know, people say, you know, it's just right there, you can reach it, but no, it's in my hand. Like, I'm experiencing it. So that means like the world to me. God is a big reason. God is the reason why I created I Am Grace, because it was in his mind before it was on mine. And actually, it was 2020 or the end of 2019, one of them, that he had placed it in my heart. The craziest thing is that I was actually listening to Sarah Jakes, I think it was her podcast. And, you know, anyone who listens to Sarah Jakes, you guys know that she makes, God uses her to inspire you and to have you doing things that you would never even think to live out. You may think about it, but you don't go with it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna let fear hold me back. I'm gonna do a podcast. I don't know what's gonna go on this podcast, but I'm gonna do one, right? So from that moment on to now, I have been trying to figure out exactly how it would work. Excuse me. But honestly, the more I tried to force or think I knew what, or thought I knew what it was gonna be, the more it just felt like, ugh, like it just was not happening. But the more I tapped in and locked in with God, you know, he just like slowly like lined everything up. Because for me, when I get an idea or something comes to my head, I feel like I gotta do it, or I'm gonna miss and quit and lose it, like that. And God literally had to slow me down and let me know it's a process, it's a journey. You're not gonna get everything right away, but patience and trust me, and I'll get you through. His word says that he knows the plans he has for us. And I know we read that, and I think for me, well, at least for me, I really didn't take that in every aspect of my life. You know, I just took that in my whole spiritual walk. It's like I put God in a box that like he's only for like faith and what I want him to do, and not what he could do in my overall existence. So that is a beautiful journey that me and him are taking right now. Him and I are taking right now. And it's amazing. I love it. My why for why I continue to do this is because, I want to say this the right way. When I grew up, I didn't see these things. You know, all you're taught is, 1, don't bring home babies. 2, don't be a fast bud. And 3, stay in school, right? But, you know, I didn't see people going beyond what they were taught, going beyond how they were raised. I didn't see my family get in therapy. I didn't see my family trying to change and be better. It was always money, money, money. And I believe that if you are able to see someone else transforming and allowing positivity, allowing great communication, allowing these wonderful things that can just make life easy, allowing someone to see that even though they have not grown around it, it would be an amazing thing. I didn't see it, but my second why is tied into it. It's never too late to turn around. It's never too late to change your mind. It's never too late to go for your dreams. It's never too late to put down the bad thinking and pick up the I can and I will, that I am a conqueror, that I am worthy. It's never too late for those things. And my third why is something that I truly believe, is that when you see all these things that inspire you and you get that mindset that I can and it's not too late, those things that you see, I believe, and I've gotten to walk out, those things that God put before your eyes are things that you can obtain. It's never so far out of reach to where you can't attain it. That's not the case. God put things in front of you because you can conquer it, because you can become that person, because the person he had in mind of you being is who you will be. But it's just not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen if you don't put the efforts into it. That's what's not going to happen. But if you are willing to walk by faith and not by sight, and let's talk about that. I know we hear it and we believe, okay, if I just do this, no. When I say walk by faith and not by sight, that means even if I have not seen it physically, you know, if I've not seen it around me growing up, I have the faith in God that I can be it. I can have it. I can achieve it. Just because you didn't grow up seeing it doesn't mean you can't be it. Doesn't mean you can't have it. Just because it's a process doesn't mean you will never have it. Instant gratification can be a killer, and it's very microwavable, and it gets you nowhere. And look at me, I can tell you that for sure, it gets you nowhere. Instant gratification gets you a dream dead, long and gone before it could begin. God has this thing where he takes you on this process where he prepares you for the very things you're asking him for, but we think that he doesn't hear us because he's not answering us. But in reality, he's just like, I'm trying to get you prepared so you don't sabotage what I'm trying to bless you with. And for a long time, I had not grasped that. I just figured that he was not hearing me. He was not answering me, like, what's up? And then we get to this place where he's just like, I got you. Will you trust that I got you? Let me prepare you for what I have so I can give you this gift. And when you get it, you'll appreciate every single thing you went through. My life has not been easy, but I can honestly say, looking back, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't. Maybe I would have, come to grips of the whole mindset thing a little sooner. But other than that, I wouldn't have changed it. I wouldn't have. So that's me. I'll probably give you a part 2, and we can talk about the things that I've overcome in my story. give you portion by portion. You know, it's a lot, so I'm gonna let you digest it in littles, okay? All right. But that's it for today, you guys. I am Aunt Camp. Feel free to call me Aunt Camp, Aunt Tanisha, Nisha, anything you want to call me. Child of God would be amazing. I love y'all. All right, so that's it for this video, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.